behalf of everyone at the British Museum, I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to the trustees and the patrons and the supporters of the Iran Heritage Foundation, because you have, over the years, allowed something quite remarkable to take place. You have allowed huge crowds of people of all sorts to engage at all levels with the culture of Iran and to enjoy it. And that is a very great achievement.
To have an organization like IHF, which is, solely just interested in promoting Persian culture without any propaganda or any ideological bent, is so important, because there is no other place that's doing this in this way.
The great excitement of the two large Iranian exhibitions, the exhibition about Cyrus and Darius and the Achaemenids, and then the exhibition about Shah Abbas, was to discover that there was a huge hunger among the public in London to understand more about the history of Iran.
I'd like to express our heartfelt gratitude to the IHF for the long-standing support that you've shown us. Most recently, we've been able, with your support, to appoint a curator specialising in the arts of Iran, Dr. Carey.
At the moment, I'm working on Safavid ceramics, which will be part of the new display of our Phase 2 ceramic galleries in the museum. We have possibly the biggest Safavid ceramic collection outside of Iran. I've noticed that a great many Safavid pieces have 19th century Qajar period metal mounts. The next thing that happened is the Courtauld Institute called for papers for an academic conference about the reuse of objects. This is why it's good to have a curator who's focusing on Iran in the museum, because they have the privilege of contact with the objects, getting to really know the material, and they're also connected with the academic world. So hopefully exhibitions will draw from research projects. These things tend to percolate a little bit.
Because one of the aspects of developing projects, certainly within a university framework, is to be able to take the long view and to be able to build things on a slow, methodical way which are going to last. The partnership we're developing with the Iran Heritage Foundation has actually been essential and integral to the development of Iranian studies. We've been developing a wider program of Iranian studies at the university, which has involved the development of a library collection and the development of a postgraduate course. And of course, the involvement of the Iran Heritage Foundation has been very important for us in pushing these projects forward.
Without the IHF support, a lot of universities, certainly here in the United Kingdom, would not have Persian studies on the agenda at all. Even with the situation that we have in, the amazing political prominence and, how Iran is the buzzword, there just is no funding anywhere. One of the things that makes the Golha project and the IHF support for it so essential is the fact that Persian music in Iran, they have all kinds of sensitivities and regulations surrounding music for various religious prejudices and social taboos and things like that. So it's impossible to have a real national sound archive of Persian music within Iran. By doing this on the internet, we're making it accessible not only to the rest of the world, the academic community and everything, but more importantly for Iranians too.
Trees in the Snow and Forest Without Leaves was an exhibition that was extraordinarily successful, and it lives on in our memory as a very poetic and very beautiful show.
صداداما کشفانا پیش روم بچین با رفتاری منصف روی آروم و نرم ستون پشتم و نگهدار محکم و گرم اون وقت ببین چه ساده با یه خورده تعریف من موجوده تا دیروز افسرده و نهیب یک تنه میتونم بشم دنیا رو حریف.
We also recall a very lively and eclectic programme of events around that show, particularly one of our Friday night events when we had films, we had lectures. That was a real success for us, one we enjoyed enormously.
organizations such as Iranian Heritage Foundation diversify their program and in a way cover the past and the present in such a beautiful way that not only informs and educates the young Iranians but also the Westerners about what Iranian culture is about, what it was before and what is today. In many ways, artists and writers and filmmakers and poets and our academics, intellectuals are the ones who have sort of sustained the sense of dignity and pride that we all have. We feel relation to our country. Today, more than ever, we need organizations such as Iranian Heritage Foundation. I think it's even more important today than it was before. And artists can somehow get under the belly of people and really communicate about the humanity of our culture, our people. Iranian Heritage Foundation is there to support this structure. With the small staff that this organization has, with the devotion of a few, it's really remarkable how much is accomplished.
What's different about this relationship is that it's not about one event. There have been, of course, the two big exhibitions, but all the way through there's been a continuing program of public event, public discussion, public engagement, and that's all been supported by the Iran Heritage Foundation. What that means is that the IHF is not so much a sponsor as a partner, working with the British Museum to build a much deeper understanding over a very wide public over many years of Iranian culture. That's a kind of relationship we don't have with any other body, and I don't think any other culture in London has that kind of relationship, because the Iran Heritage Foundation works in this very strategic, long-term way, thinking over the years how you build understanding. منم بنده تو توی همدم من بذار بگم از غم کمه که تو دل همه زده کنه